Okay, today I am on a tour with La Cuisine, which is actually a fantastic cooking school, and they do tours and whatnot. But I'm going with La Cuisine. It's a food tour, and we're starting out, as you can see, at Dehillerin and going into the Lahal district, which is great. Dehillerin, I'll try to go in just to give you a little perspective before the tour begins, and let's see what it's all about. I've been here a number of times. I absolutely love it. This is a nice little area. It's easy to get to. It's how do I want to say? It is the Rue du Louvre, so it's a street that goes from the Seine, perpendicular to the Seine, right up, and you end up here at, let's see, I'll go turn around. Hopefully I don't make you sick, or myself sick for that matter. And you can see the name of the street there. And we are headed behind me. I keep twirling, I'm so sorry, which is the Lahal, the food area. And we'll learn, hopefully, a little bit about the history. But do check out La Cuisine's tours. Check out their cooking classes. I can't say enough about them, enough good about them. Jane Batch is the founder of La Cuisine, and she wrote a fantastic book. But there's an interview with Jane as one of the cadeau, or the gift that I give everyone who does a review for my book. So it's a lovely little article, and partially because Jane is so fantastic. So anyways, this is today's Come With Me. Welcome, everyone. Before we get started, I just wanted to show you, here's some, it says tradition, culinary tradition since 1820. Don't you love that? Look at all the fellows. Julia Child came here regularly and actually made good friends with the owner of Dehillerin, which is still, family-owned business. So let's go in. Well, we have to start with copper pots, don't we? Incredible. Now, the numbers here are not prices. You have to look up the numbers to find out pricing. And just so you know, if you ever happen to come in here. I love all the memorabilia, don't you? I love these little things. I thought my daughter would love this. She's a baker, and I thought this would be an opportunity for her to make tarts or sweetbreads and be able to slice them very thin. She has young children. Then I was looking at these for my sticky toffee pudding, which might be absolutely perfect. I have to see how much they are. You see the numbers on the back? You have to go look them up and find out. Every kind of wood. I don't know what that is. Does anyone else know what that is? I have no idea. See if I can tell. I think it's something for nuts. Interesting. Oh, this tells you rollers for patisserie, bread and the like. Their rolling pins are different, as you can see. They are professional. I love these. These are just wonderful little they? Wonderful little pots. And they have small ones. Love that. Classic anti-non-stick. Okay, I can't waste too much battery before the tour begins, or I will be in trouble. But look at that. Okay, so here is numbers, just so you know. You see the numbers, and then you see pricing. So you have an idea. The numbers, that's how they can change pricing on a regular basis without having to go around and remark things. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Wonderful street. Wonderful street if you're a foodie. Not only do you get to eat, but you get to shop, you get to look, you get to buy. It's amazing. This is the La Halle, or it looks like La Halle district, all food, and not very far from Dehillerin. Oh, wow.
So, and any patisserie is going to be kind of a luxury goods store. You can get these types of things at the regular grocery store, but you can't get these brands, these levels of nice, things. You can get chips at the grocery store, but not these. So it all just depends on what you want. Patisseries still have a very large clientele. People will stop. Just 1 second. Sorry. Don't mean to move you out of the way.
Oh, we're looking at what you're buying.
Absolutely. Like a Vanna White kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. This is perfect.
We're having a foie de canard with a magret de canard fumé.
Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, like what does that 30% mean?
In supply side. So you are getting olive oil, olives, different mushroom sets. Here's a whole can of snails if you want. You've got that, all kinds of things. Open the shop, but if you say it in French, j'ai de tout, it means I have everything, which is a quite cute little play on his name and word. The things that I would recommend you get here if you are a baker, they do really well-priced vanilla pods from Madagascar, so really well-priced. They do syrups, they do candied fruits and things. If you come over here, you've got these. These are pretty famous, like cherries in their cherry juice. I don't know if you follow David Leibovitz, he talks about these quite a bit.
Yeah.
He saw them at Costco. So he put them on his Costco haul blog, which we do have 2 Costcos in Paris now. Oh, wow.
I am in Gâteau. Wow. All kinds of things. I think I got the veau to make. What's that? These are honeys. Meal. Look at all the mustards. No, those are spices. See, I'm wrong about everything. These are supposed to be incredible. I think you can buy those sometimes in the United States. I don't know about elsewhere. You see everything.
Et en fait, c'est l'amidon. C'est mieux que ça. Ah ouais?
Noisette.
Oui, c'est mieux que la main.
What is this? Oh, interesting. Chestnut spread. see large amounts. These are the spices. Yes. So pretty. Saint Eustache. Hazelnut. Yum, 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 yum.
Street. The younger generation is doing more grocery store shopping. Capitalism has come for us all. We're all working 9 to 5 now. It's quite difficult to, go to the butcher that closes at 7 when you finish at 6. There's also people who still refuse to do that in shop market wise. Yeah. There's all the stuff.
Interesting. Two things following each of those.
We should all have it.
Great business model. And there's a few around France.
About red fruit, about how intense they get. One poem actually about and how people make them. Beautiful pastry lovers. But it's very if you see that and you think I would like to.
Bonjour. Interesting. How that different. I have to buy something. Oh my goodness. Oh, good grief, what an interesting story. Is that rhubarb? Cheese tart rhubarb. Oh my gosh. And that's a pistachio.
Often you'll find them together because they make sense to be together. So a butcher is going to be classic, like in this, like everywhere. You're gonna order your ground beef, get your pre-cuts of specific meat that you want, order a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Do you think that's a vegetarian burger?
A what?
Veritable burger? What do you think? Or a variety? Is that more what it means?
It's meat. I can see that it's
Yeah,
meat.
it
It's
looks
got
like
a lot
it.
of fat in it, so maybe it's about the.
I don't know. Verity, I think, is truth. I don't know.
So maybe yes, it is true.
Is it truth?
So probably it's a real burger.
Paris. Opened in 1730. So Stohrer was that's not a French last name, obviously. Stohrer is a Polish last name. And what happened was King Stanislaus was exiled from Poland, and he thought, where do I go? I guess I'll go hang out with the other royals that have been exiled from their countries at Versailles. So he came to Versailles, and he brought his daughter, Mary Lisinska. He tried to get Mary Lisinska married off to Louis, and then also brought his pastry chef, as I think you would. When you were the king, you can't travel without your pastry chef. So Stohrer moved to Versailles and created a pastry at Versailles that Louis and the other nobles.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh. tapestry. Oh, those look fantastic.
Et un baba chantilly. Moi je fais 2 et finalement. C'est ça. Et toujours le baba chantilly. Merci.
Citron. Oh.
Just grow up from the ground. Keep them in the dark as they grow, so then they still have the air. Or when you cover them in ash as they grow up. Each little stump has to be very rich to grow. So then, yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at the cow.
And does it taste like
He is funny. He's covering up the AC. Equa is delicious and super stinky. Tom de Bripe is wonderful. And it's got that spice in the middle. You see the spice?
Un habit de beurre, s'il vous plaît.
Everyone needs to know about the cows of Europe. They have the little names right above them. Okay, we just had the chèvre à fleur with a little coulis of rose in the center. Delicious, sweet, sweet, sweet. Wonderful. Okay, the other one I loved was the Relat Savarin. It was delicious. Saint Eustache Church in the Lahal district, where all the market shopping was. But this church is the largest pipe organ in France. It's beautiful. Where is the organ? Oh, here it is. Look at it. 5 o'clock on Sundays, they do a free concert.
Just here, there's a little picture.
Repairs being done. Look at that detailed, meticulous work. They're redoing St. Vincent de Paul's chapel because he was a member here. I would love to hear it. Oh, right down there. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this walk through one of the oldest food districts of Paris, Les Halles. We're talking about way back to the 13th century. So, if you can imagine, this was a place at one time where they were actually butchering animals and selling the food as it was, coming right off of the butcher's knife, so to speak. There were vegetables and flowers. It was a very busy place. And it was a place that everyone, rich and poor, participated in. There were complaints for decades on the less than sanitary aspects of Laos. And, once it actually finally closed, I think the flour, the fruit, and the vegetable vendors left in 1969. And then in 1973, the actual market itself closed. I'm not a fan of the modern cement structure, actually, that they put in place. It was a hole for a very long time, where the city was trying to figure out what they were going to do with it. And every Parisian will have all kinds of stories about that particular area. But the area of Laos is very close to Dehillerin, which is the food store, a food supply store, food tool store that everybody knows about. Julia Child, I think, made it worldwide famous, but certainly it's been around in multiple generations. It's still a family-owned business. It's incredible. So I took you back into Dehillerin just so that you could get a sense of that. We also went to Detu, which is a food supply store. These are all in the same area, so they're all walking distance. And just so you know, I took a food tour of this area with La Cuisine. And La Cuisine is a cooking school right on the Seine, not that far from this area. This area is in the first arrondissement, which makes sense because it's one of the oldest sections of Paris. And but La Cuisine does a number of food tours as well as cooking classes. Amazing, amazing resource, especially for tourists. And if you want to learn more about La Cuisine, go see the video that I did with Jane Betch, who actually founded and still runs La Cuisine. But anyways, back to this particular area. When I took the tour with La Cuisine, the tour guide was incredibly knowledgeable about the area, the shops themselves, and the history. So it was cool. And I thought it was a phenomenal tour. And I hope you got a little sense of that as we walked along. We ended our stroll at the beautiful church of, they call it Saint Eustache, spelled a little bit differently than the English version. The current building that you saw on the videos was completed sometime around 1530s to 1630s in that 100-year time period. Inside these great big huge churches like Saint Sulpice, Notre Dame that are in France, there are chapels. And inside of Saint Eustache, there is a chapel called the Saint or Saint Andre Chapel. And the Saint Andre Chapel was and still home, believe it or not, to the Pork Butchers Guild. And you might say, what is the Pork Butchers Guild? And they have a mass or I guess a mass and a ceremony once a year where they all come in with their tall white caps on. It's really quite amazing. But a guild is basically like a union. It's like a group of people who all have the same occupation. The pork butchers, why it's called the pork butchers, is that charcuterie was actually, now it's very hip and in. Everyone's making their boards, charcuterie boards. But charcuterie was something that was invented a very long time ago. And then the French actually figured out how to make it even more special. And it was a way of preserving meats. And pork was something that was very much part of the diet, and therefore the San Andre Chapel is actually referred to and currently in a lot of brochures called the Chapel des Charcuteries, which are the people who practice charcuterie. Very different from a butcher, which a beef butcher and all of that, which the La Cuisine tour guide explained. But it's interesting because now we see them combined. And as you saw, I took you to one of the famous shops that is on in that particular area, and it's called a boucherie as well as a charcuterie. But those are very distinct professions. So, anyways, I thought you would enjoy to see the church. Separate of being the Chapel de Charcuterie, this church also houses one of the largest organs in France. And you can slightly hear me whisper that on the video. But the organ actually rivals what's in Notre Dame and Saint Sulpice. Those are the churches or cathedrals within Paris that have the most magnificent organs, the largest organs. And by a large organ, it means it shows off multiple, they call it something, and I can't remember what it is. Some of you, I'm sure would know, but you actually play all different kinds of sounds of instruments and whatnot. It's absolutely incredible. And they do have, all of those churches have free organ concerts at various times of the year. So just watch for those if you happen to visit Paris. They're wonderful to sit and listen to. The organist actually goes wild. It's wonderful. But Saint Eustache or Saint Eustache actually did the Easter service that is usually done in Notre Dame while Notre Dame was being reconstructed. So this is a famous old church. And I thought you would all enjoy that. And I apologize because I know today's video was really a bit of a patchwork of different videos. And I wanted to share with you as much of this area as I could, even though, not every shopkeeper really welcomes or appreciates a camera. So if you enjoyed our Paris Wander, remember on this channel, we explore inspiration and ideas for creating your own fabulous next chapter. So that's why I take you to different areas, whether it's Paris or London, and I think I've got an Amsterdam coming up. But for a deeper dive, you can always find me over on Substack, where I share more personal stories, some behind the scene moments, reflections, thoughts that may or may not be related to topics that I push out on the YouTube channel. So come join me. And I want to thank you all, merci, for coming along. And until the next time, and next time we meet, a bientôt, which means see you soon. And may you carry a little Parisian magic into your day. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.